This conference will now be recorded.
Great. So hi everyone. Welcome to this session. This is going to be a quick rapid fire session of 19 questions. Do keep marking yourself that how many you are getting correct, how many you are getting wrong. There will be a blend of current affairs, history, geography, and polity questions in this particular session. So let's start off. And the first question is on your screen. Which state in India is going to launch the first women's trade center? Waiting for more answers. A lot of people saying Kerala. Anyone who has any other answer? Kishan says Kerala. Shivashi says Kerala. Chandan says Kerala again. Gandhar says Maharashtra. Shweta says Kerala. Swati again Kerala. Yes, the correct answer for this question is Kerala. It's not Maharashtra. The correct answer is Kerala. Kerala is where India is going to launch its first women's trade center. It's Kerala is the correct answer. It's not Maharashtra. It's Kerala. Can you tell me which country is going to host BRICS Games 2021? So I guess everyone is going with India, and India is the correct answer. India is going to host BRICS Games 2021. Where is Nubra Valley located? In which state or UT is Nubra Valley located? It's not JNK, Kishan. It's not JNK. The correct answer is Ladakh. Ladakh is the correct answer. Ladakh is where Nubra Valley is located. It's not Jammu and Kashmir. It's Ladakh. It's Ladakh is the correct answer. It's not Jammu Kashmir. Ladakh is where Nubra Valley is located. Now tell me, Machagora Dam, it's built across Pench River. Where is this particular dam located? Which state? It's built across the Pench River, but it is located in which state? Right, so I'll go with the majority. It's Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh is the correct answer. Madhya Pradesh is where the Machagora Dam is located, and it is built across Pench River. Madhya Pradesh is the correct answer. Tell me this one. Who was the first governor of the French headquarters at Pondicherry in India? Goes back to history. Who was the first governor of the French headquarters at Pondicherry in India? We are getting into the phase where I do see that some of you may be taking guesses, but it's completely fine. This session is for the learning purpose. Who was the first governor of the French headquarters at Pondicherry in India? And the correct answer is Francois Martin. Francois Martin is the correct answer. It's not Chrome. It's Francois Martin. Francois Martin. Option number one is the correct answer. He was the first governor of the French headquarters at Pondicherry in India. Francois Martin. Tell me, the Victoria Memorial conceived by Lord Curzon represents the architectural climax of which city? Shraddha, it's not Jaipur. It's not Jaipur. The correct answer, as said by many of you, is Kolkata. The Victoria Memorial, conceived by Lord Curzon, represents the architectural climax of Kolkata. It represents the architectural climax of Kolkata. Kolkata is the correct answer. It's not Jaipur, it's not Mumbai. The correct answer is Kolkata. Tell me this one. The Red Fort and the Jama Masjid in Delhi stand out as towering achievements of architecture during the reign of which king? Waiting for more answers, waiting for more answers. The Red Fort and Jama Masjid in Delhi were built during the reign of, right? And yes, you all are correct. The correct answer is Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan is the correct answer for the architectural on which Red Fort and Jama Masjid are built. It's Shah Jahan. Tell me this one. One of the prominent Buddhist structures in India, which stupa at Sarnath, was constructed by the great Mauryan king Ashoka. Which of these four stupas was built by Ashoka? I'm seeing a lot of guesses coming. Keep them coming till the time you are attempting it. One of the prominent Buddhist structures in India, Dash Stupa at Sarnath, was constructed by the great Mauryan king Ashoka. And the correct answer is Dhamek. Option number 2, Dhamek is the correct answer. It's not Dhauli, it's not Bharut, it's not Lalitgiri. The correct answer is Dhamek. Dhamek was constructed by Ashoka. Dhamek. Option number 2. Option number 2 is the correct answer. Which geographical feature in India is sometimes also known as the third pole? Which geographical feature in India is sometimes also known as the third pole? Sai and Anjali say option number 1. Shubhi says 2. Shraddha says 3. Chitranshi says 3. Waiting for more answers. Shivashish, what is your answer? Nigar says, Soumya says 1. Kishan says option number 3. Jennifer says 2. Jaspreet says 1. The correct answer is option number 1, Tibetan Plateau. Tibetan Plateau is the correct answer. Tibetan Plateau is sometimes known as the third pole. Tibetan Plateau is the correct answer. Yes, Anjali. Yes, PS. Option number 1, Tibetan Plateau is the correct answer. It's Tibetan Plateau. Tibetan Plateau is sometimes also known as the third pole. This, all of you should be knowing, the Gulf of Mannar is a large shallow bay forming part of which sea in the Indian Ocean? The Gulf of Mannar is a bay formed by which sea in Indian Ocean? I'm again seeing multiple options. Some people are saying Arabian Sea, some are saying Andaman Sea, some are saying Laccadive Sea, some are saying Bay of Bengal. So I'm having votes for all the 4 options, but only one option is correct. And the correct answer for the Gulf of Mannar is a large shallow bay forming part of which sea in the Indian Ocean? The correct answer is Laccadive Sea. Option number 3, Laccadive Sea is the correct answer. It's not Andaman Sea, it's not Andaman Sea, it's not Arabian, it's not Bay of Bengal. The correct answer is Laccadive Sea. Option number 3 is the correct answer for this. The Gulf of Mannar is formed due to the Bay of Laccadive Sea in Indian Ocean. Easy one. Which soil is the second most abundant in India? The correct answer is red soil. Red soil is the second most abundant in India. Can you tell me which is the first most abundant soil in India? The topmost, the most abundant soil in India. The second most is red soil. Which one is the top? Correct. It's alluvial at the top, followed by red, followed by black. Alluvial is having almost 43% presence in India. Almost 43% presence in India is of alluvial soil. Almost 18% is of red soil. Approximately 15% is of black soil. The correct answer for this particular question is red soil. Remember the most abundant one also. Typically, they will not ask you third most abundant, but the first two you should know. The first one is alluvial, followed by red. Interesting one. Another geography based question. How many total land neighbors does India have? How many total land neighbors does India have? Name them. Yes, the correct answer is 7. Can anyone name all 7? I'm waiting for people to type the answer. I want 7 names. Yes, Pakistan, it's Nepal, it's China. Pakistan, Nepal, China, Afghanistan. Yes, yes, yes. Afghanistan shares border with India. Myanmar, yes. Bangladesh. Sri Lanka is not sharing a. Sri Lanka does not share land. We are talking about land neighbor. Sri Lanka is connected with sea. So Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Myanmar. These are the 7 land neighbors of India. Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Myanmar. Maldives, again, not a land neighbor. When I say land neighbor, I mean who share the land border with India. POK is considered to be India. So you will count Afghanistan. The correct answer is 7. If this question comes in exam, you are going to mark 7, including Afghanistan. That's how books treat it. That's how exams treat it. 7, Afghanistan, we will treat as a land neighbor. We will go with total of 7 as the answer for this question. Audrey, for the question of land neighbors, yes, you will consider that and you will include Afghanistan in the answer. You will not exclude Afghanistan. Now tell me this one. In which of the following northeastern states of India inhabit the Nishi tribe? In which of the following northeastern states does the Nishi tribe inhabit? It's not Manipur, it's not Meghalaya. The correct answer is Arunachal Pradesh. Yes, Sonam, yes, PS, yes, Shivashish, Arunachal Pradesh is the correct answer. Arunachal Pradesh is where the Nishi tribe is inhabited. Arunachal Pradesh is the correct answer. Tell me this one, another favorite question of exams. Which hill range of the Purvanchal range receives the highest annual rainfall in India? This is how they ask you geography in exams. Which hill range of Purvanchal range receives the highest annual rainfall in India? They're not going to ask you the amount of rainfall. They're going to ask you in this way. Which hill range in the Purvanchal range receives the highest annual rainfall in India? And yes, most of you are correct. It's Garo Khasi, option number 2. Garo Khasi is the correct answer. That is where the highest annual rainfall happens in India for the Purvanchal range. Yes, Charu, Garo Khasi is the correct answer. Who is going to tell where is Patkai Bam? Correct. Correct. Yes, you are correct. So Garo Khasi is my correct answer for. So it's basically, you will find Patkai Bum in the northeastern border of India, which India shares with Burma and Myanmar, or Burma or Myanmar is what you would say. That's where you find the Patkai Bum. The correct answer for question number 14 is Garo Khasi. This is how they'll ask you articles in the exam. Which of the following article deals with the rights of citizenship of certain persons who have migrated to India from Pakistan? This is how they ask you article questions. Which of the following article deals with rights of citizenship of certain persons who have migrated to India from Pakistan? Yes, you are correct. Almost all of you are correct. It is Article 6. Article 6 defines the rights of people who migrated to India from Pakistan. It's Article 6. Article 6 is the correct answer. Easy one. Three-tier structure of the Municipality of India comprises of municipal corporations, municipal councils, and the three-tier structure of Municipality of India comprises of municipal corporation, municipal councils, and what more? It's not Gram Panchayat. It's not Gram Panchayat. It's not Gram Panchayat. It's not Zila Parishad. The correct answer, as said by Lata, is Nagar Panchayat. Nagar Panchayat is the correct answer. Yes, PS. Yes, Vardhan. Nagar Panchayat is the correct answer. Three-tier structure of the Municipality of India comprises of municipal corporations, municipal councils, and Nagar Panchayats. Nagar Panchayat is the correct answer for question number 16. It's Nagar Panchayat. Another way they ask you the acts in the exam. Which constitutional amendment act took right to property from the fundamental rights and deemed it to be a legal right? You all understand the difference between the fundamental right and a legal right? Wow, all of you know it. Great. Yes, the correct answer is option number 1, Constitutional 44th Amendment Act 1978. So the difference between the fundamental right and the legal right is that fundamental rights are provided to you by the by the constitution, while the legal rights are provided to you by people who make law, that is your legislature. So constitution provides you certain rights and no one can just come on any second day and amend them. But the legal rights can be amended every day depending upon the will of the legislature. So legal rights are easier to be changed. Fundamental rights are not. They are highly protected and secured. So that's the difference. And you can in say, if say you have to claim a legal right, you go to a court, you have to provide proofs and evidences to claim a legal right, but you don't have to provide any proof or evidence to claim a fundamental right. The correct answer for question number 17 is Constitution 44th Amendment Act 1978. Audrey, yes, if tomorrow the court wants, or people who make law, they want, they can change your legal rights. So for example, just to say, for example, earlier daughters did not used to have any legal right on the property of their parents, but then they introduced that as the legal right of the daughters. But that does not mean that daughters will definitely have that property from their parents. If the parents are giving good, if the parents are not giving, they can go and claim that legal right in the court. And then the court may decide based on evidences, situation, proofs, etc. That's what legal rights means. Which day is marked as the World Malala Day? All of you are getting it correct. Yes, it's July 12th. Easy one. July 12th is the correct answer. The last question of the day. Rajnath Singh has commissioned Indian Coast Guard ship and 2 interceptor boats in Goa. What was the name of the Indian Coast Guard ship? Sankalp, Samudra Samrat or Sachet? Wow, I see multiple answers. It's not Sankalp, it's not Samudra, it's not Samrat. The correct answer is Sachet. Sachet was the Coast Guard ship commissioned in Goa by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. The correct answer is Sachet, option number 4. Option number 4 is the correct answer. Great. So with this, we come to the end of the rapid fire session. How many of you got 15 or 15 plus correct? Not bad. Shibashish, good. Vani, not bad again. Aditi, good. Shweta, good. Nigar, 14, 14, 14. Not bad at all. Bhargavi, Chandan, no need to worry. You have a lot of time. Jennifer, 13 again. Pratap, again, you have time to prepare. Charu, don't worry at all. Raghu, 8 again. As I say, we all have enough time to prepare GK. Titan, 8, Vardhan 9, Santa 9, 8. Were today questions much more diverse rather than just current affairs heavy? Were today they slightly more diverse? Perfect. Do you want me to keep this way? Cutoff is 14 out of 40 for testnet if you talk about. 1-4. Perfect. So I'll try to keep it this way. I'll try to keep certain article amendments, history, polity questions as well, so that you can remember them. Perfect. So thank you everyone for joining. Recording of this session will be provided to you. We will increase the frequency of GK sessions from October. We will increase the frequency of GK sessions from October. Ayushi, sure, I'll do that. But give me some time, I will do that. Okay. Thank you everyone. Thank you. Good night.